digital transformation for me is about addressing the real concerns of customers, consumers, and of course of employees. If we look at successful digital services such as Amazon, we can see that they didn't just find a way of putting their products online. They've found what the real concerns are of people who are using their service. And then they've made it as friction-free as possible in order for people to get their stuff. So it's not about shopping. It's about recognizing that there's a gap in their life that a product would fill, and whether you want to hover your phone over that product, whether you want to scan the barcode, or you find it and then with one click, you can get it tomorrow. Spotify also recognized that people didn't necessarily want to buy music, whereas iTunes looked to solve a problem of record shops, and record shops before then reluctantly looked to put their products online. Spotify found out that people were really concerned about listening to what they wanted to listen to when they wanted to listen to it. So what that means for learning and development is recognizing the genuine concerns of the people that want to use their service. And it's genuinely not about finding the right courses and then scheduling them or doing them on their desktop. People want to be able to do their jobs better and faster and improve their prospects. And digital transformation in learning and development will help them to do that. The challenges that learning and development face as far as digital transformation goes is that, well, for too long, we've used technology to service ourselves. So we've used the learning management system to reduce administration for us, for our benefit. And we've used e-learning for the purposes of scale and reach of our products and of our content, but with very little regard for the actual end user, who in pursuit of their own goals, which are more around how to do the job better and faster and improve their own prospects, we've not really addressed that. But digital transformation means that we need to let go of our goals and focus more on them. So it's user-centered, that it's focused on their outcomes in the same way as Amazon and Spotify do with us as consumers. So we need to understand what it is that they're trying to do, what is getting in the way, and how we can use digital tools in order to scale that for the benefit of others in our organizations. As a CLO, I think it's important that we look to bring digital capabilities in-house. For too long, we've outsourced the digital or the technology element to vendors, whether that be the LMS provider or those people who we buy the suites of e-learning content from. But that's left us with a deficit of digital know-how. So we need to be able to focus on the right stuff. That means that we need to become familiar with data analytics so that we can recognize critical points of failure in any business operation, whether that be performance, productivity, or process. Once we're working on the right things, then we need to work with the client in order to solve that problem. We need to let go of the one and done standardized approach, launching products onto unsuspecting audiences and expecting them to pick that up and to drive change. We need to work from the bottom up. We need to experiment with the workers to try to move the needle and then use technology to scale what works. Other tips and takeaways? I'd say number one, we need to increase our expectation of what digital can do for us, and more specifically for our end user. We need to think differently about how we might scale what we do and how we might supplement and reinforce a face-to-face event. Digital can reach people when they're facing unfamiliar situations and challenges for the first time, and guide and support them to more confident and competent doing if we embed it in the flow of work at the point of need. That also frees us up for our face-to-face events to be high value and around what people actually do best. Discuss, debate, challenge, question, and learn from each other, rather than absorbing an enormous amount of information and thinking that we can recall that at will when we're faced with difficult situations in the future. And secondly, I think we need to own digital more. We need to invest in our own digital capability, and we should use tools then in order to scale what we know works from our experimentation. So let's put the user at the heart of it, expect more from our technology, and then run experiments and use the right technology tools to scale. And finally, don't look for problems to solve with your technology. It's the wrong way round. If you've got an LMS and a suite full of e-learning content that perhaps isn't delivering you the value that you'd hoped, stop looking for problems to solve with that and start looking for ways that you can solve real problems that you've identified in your organization with the right technology.